All right. Welcome, everyone. Hope everyone's doing okay. Pretty sure I shut off the music this time. Let me go check, see if we're up on YouTube, and we are this time. If anybody doesn't know, my YouTube channel, which is live right now, is PGN. That's Pine Grove News Live. That is the YouTube channel for now. And of course, we're also live at Mixlr. And just immediately, probably within 2 minutes after we're done, it will be available on Mixlr/12Pine. Just go to the show reels, hit the recent button up there. It's all recorded. But we do have the live show so that you can read the articles right along with us. And when YouTube doesn't work, I have accounts in a lot of other places, including Vimeo, BitChute, Brighton, Minds. I haven't went to Minds in a while. I think they changed their amount of time that you could put videos in there to 15 minutes. I have never been able to do 15 minutes. At least not the past couple of years. But anyway, again, I hope everyone's doing okay. And if you're not, well, we'll be praying for you. You just got to believe that you will be okay. And you will. So, with that, we'll go right to here and tell you that we are at DEF CON 5. And we are 2 minutes to midnight still. I hope you all understand what that 2 minutes to midnight means. You know, we're given this clock, so it will tell us the status of, you know, I guess, till we reach Armageddon or something. Till it's all, you know, gone. And anyway. And let's put this up there for the other folks. Okay, so let me go over, see if I got any notes for today. Yeah, we're going to go over a couple videos that talk about the California fires. And what's really strange about these videos is that they show lights in the sky, and it always seems to be at night, right? Isn't it always the time something happens? It happens at night, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, you know, Black Hawk helicopters coming down. It's always at night. You got these strange lights, these things going on, power going off and lights going by and explosions happening. Yeah, it's at night. Or if you see something during the day, like a UFO. I've seen a lot of pictures of supposed UFOs. Okay, they're only unidentified flying objects. They're not, it doesn't mean that they're alien. Of course, they could be, but then you got the submersible UFOs. Forget exactly what that is. So we're going to go over that. But like I said, the strangest thing about that is that there are supposedly meteors involved. A synchronization, a coincidence beyond coincidence to make it not coincidence, will happen with a couple of meteorites, supposedly, and or planes dropping things, supposedly, things blowing up, power going out in one area. Remember, a couple years back, up in Washington State, the reason why they had those fires up there is because they got the people out. Supposedly there was training going up there, you know, military training. And whether it was leaked, whether it's fake, whether it's, you know, real, the story is that they were practicing maneuvers, battlefield EMPs. They do have battlefield nukes as well. I hope you know that. Yeah. And of course, mother of all bombs, but they dropped them in the mountains in Afghanistan. So the other one, in my notes anyway, and we'll get to the videos, and of course I'll leave the political news, which is very brief, towards the end where it should go, where it belongs. ISIS leader dead. You should all know that one by now because that's on mainstream media and things that Trump has said about it. Yeah. So, and the other thing, Trump gets booed at the World Series in Washington. Yeah. So I heard that on the news at noon today, and when I got home on mainstream media, yeah, he kind of got a chuckle out of it. Sure, he wasn't, he was expecting to be cheered, but when he got booed, he kind of chuckled. Yeah. So, yeah, we'll also talk about, I don't know if you've ever heard, if you ever listen to these weather people and their videos, specifically, Mike Morales, Never Lose Truth does a lot of that, Plain Truth. I mean, a lot of people include these weather radars that go on, Doppler radars and so on. And Dutch Sense, I'm going to let it play for a couple minutes. I'll give you the link anyway, where he goes on, and I think he mentioned it in 2016. So it's an older video, but he specifically mentions the things that are going on today, because he has this data about these Doppler radars and the things that they can create with this frequency. And we should all be aware of this frequency because we're constantly being bombarded with it. We are being attacked. We are. I hope you realize that. A lot of people, conspiracy nut, yeah, well, I'm telling you, I mean, I couldn't put it all together right now for you, but eventually, and some people do a good job of doing that. And I will point you in the direction of them somewhere along the line. Oh, and on the mainstream media, the last note here, yeah, now they got a flu shot for 65 plus. That is obviously any elderly that are 65 years of age or older. It's called 65 plus flu shot. Now, I wonder what kind of special ingredients, right, could be in that. Well, I wonder. Yeah, well, maybe it's all I was thinking about, and this is this is because it's real, okay? Because it is real. These are the things that are going on. I mean, the world leaders, the new world order. This is what they're doing. I mean, please take the time. Not too much time, though, because you need Bible study time. That is the most important. Don't be too distracted by this. A lot of people are. I was many times. Sometimes I still catch myself, give myself a V8 moment and say, hey, there's other things that are more important to study. Amen. Yes, we need to study the Word. But go, look up Agenda 2030, Agenda 20, Jade Helm, all those things. How the military went down there during Jade Helm and did some maneuvers, and then next thing you know, there was no other word about it. You know why? Because they melted into the neighborhood or the city, the town. Just like these terrorists, just kind of melt into the people around them in the buildings. And that's why it's hard to fight them. Okay, so get off that soapbox. So now we can get to this video. And you've probably seen this video, but I'm going to show you some things that I don't think you've seen already. Okay, this This is from Never Lose Truth. This is her other channel. She's got 2 or 3 of them. And but there's some things in here that are not in the other ones, at least not shown and made aware of. And I'm just going to show you, first of all, this thing here that everyone talks about. Igor from, where is he from? He's from Croatia. Croatia. And I think he's in this video that StopTheCrime.net put out. But in any case, these are the same videos. So let me show you this one first from Never Lose Truth. See if I can get it right. But this, apparently, according to Igor, nobody else has said anything different, is a street light or something like that. These are the stars, obviously. And Igor does a good job. It's like, I don't know, 20 minutes or so. And he goes into X-ray mode too, and so that you can see other things. Probably a good one to get is, you know, the one I spoke of the second here, StopTheCrime.net. The Kincade fire in Sonoma County, ignited by something. So when I talk about battlefield EMPs and such, they do have these things. But they can go in there and maybe with a plane flying over, and I have another video as well too. And this just happened this past summer. It's from Marfoogle News, and he has a video that this woman took of lightning coming down. Somewhere along the line, something blows up, and he points out, because she didn't notice it, points out that there are 2 planes, well, anyway, there are white dots. Figured they were planes or something. Flew by, and just like in this video. Okay, you're going to see this light go out. Then he's going to talk about a white dot over here that shows up. And there are other white dots that are going to go left and right, up vertically. Those are planes taking off at, I guess, an airport somewhere in the background. The fire will be on the left-hand side of this light, but this light will go out. And I think I got it queued up somewhere around that area.
This is time-lapse video showing
See, it went out.
The moment the power goes out, then shortly after you see that larger glow, likely the Kincade fire that quickly spread. PG&E has already admitted one of their towers may have sparked the fire. Giacomo,
these lights are cars.
Okay, I want you to take a look at this, what mainstream media is reporting.
Okay.
Well, so last night, now it's...
The moment the power goes out,
well, that's basically what I wanted to show you in that one. This close-up is not in any of the other videos. This close-up. And this happens after this so-called plane flies overhead. So we'll get onto this one, which shows a clearer. So where to start in this one? All right. I wish you'd give me a picture. Yeah, this is Igor's stuff. Okay, so I want you to meet Igor. Okay, Igor from Croatia. It's down here. He does, I think I actually watched his video because this was much clearer. So this is Igor, apparently up late, but he wanted to bring this to you. 22 minutes long, and he talks about a couple things going on. Like I just said, he talks about this light going out. Okay, all these other lights stay on. This one light goes out. And then after that, you got something, and he calls it, pay attention to this now, he calls it a comet. Okay, he calls it a comet. Now, I don't know what they mean by comet in Croatia, but he did name it. He named it Neowise. I think that's it. I took a picture snapshot of it, and this is a snapshot of that comet that's right here. These are the 2 points, okay, 2 cities, and somewhere, I guess, right in here is where the fires and where an explosion occurred. He says that this thing that's flying down, this dot, is Neowise. He's talking about Neowise, and he's also talking about another comet. Let's see if I can get that for you. This thing over here, I can't really get to read it, but supposedly there were 2 comets on this trajectory, and well, we'll stick specifically with Neowise. Okay, it is a comet. It's not an airplane, not a UFO. It's a comet. Okay, I know it sounds a little strange, and I didn't quite understand it either. But I went and looked it up when he started calling it a comet. And you can go to, what is it? Oh, man. Of course, when I write notes and I don't use it, I don't know if it's Sky Watch or something like that. Well, why is it not in front of me? Anyway, there is a place to go watch these things. That's how I verified it. I'm sorry, but I don't know why it's not right in front of me. Let's just try that anyway. Let's go to, well, I actually have it in my utilities, so let me go to utilities. It should actually be the last one I put in there. Let's see if it is. We got online planetarium comet. Could try that. Yeah, the Sky Live. Yeah, let's go to the Sky Live. Okay. This is what I use to determine, because I didn't know anything. I don't know anything about comets and where they are and stuff like that. But I went in there, got that screenshot, right? Got that screenshot of this Neowise, and I went into this program, which I found from looking at his site, and let's go look it up. NEO, there we go, Neowise, comets. And I got a couple of them. This is Neowise, C2016U1 Neowise. And I just looked it up to make sure that it was a comet and not a plane that he was talking about, because I wasn't sure. So now he is talking about a comet. And there's the other one in there too. And I don't know which one he's talking about, but the other one is definitely in a different area. This one was probably the one that he was talking about, because you can see the moon down here. Down here is the Earth grade, I guess. And this is the area to view. But what's strange about this, and what I'm trying to get to, is that he tracked this thing at some university, tracked this thing coming down, and coincidentally, from the sky, this little dot is going to come over here, and at the same time that this thing is over, this Neowise, this comet, supposedly, is over where this light went out. It's also an explosion that happens while Neowise is over this. And of course, I'm saying, whoa, what's going on? I mean, comets, you can't direct comets. And what is the chances of Neowise, a comet, not a plane, coming right over the spot of this power outage and explosion at the same time? Is it astronomical? Oh yeah, it's astronomical. Very unlikely. a coincidence. And so I'm saying, and I went to go look up this story right here. Okay. You remember this story about Japan? I guess they were having the Olympics, or going to have the Olympics. I forget if they had it or not already. Because I was watching for this, because they said that they could do this. Japan launches meteor spawning mini satellite and 6 other spacecraft to orbit. So, and this is dated January 18, 2019. I don't know if you remember me covering that. And they were supposed to, when they had these Olympic Games there, because these satellites have some kind of material, whatever it is, it'll look like a meteorite coming down. And they can do it in different colors. So just imagine the technology, okay? That's what I'm trying to get to. If they can do that, they can shoot down from these satellites, comet-looking things. Man, they could really deceive the heck out of us, couldn't they? Even with our own eyes. We'll see this, think it's a comet coming down, a different color here, a different color there. And what the heck are we going to be thinking? But if they can do this, I mean, I guess I'd have to go look at the history of Neo-Eyes. Right? It's a comet, and obviously it's a continuing, rotation or whatever, how it comes by. So is Neo-Eyes, what I'm saying, is Neo-Eyes an actual comet, or is Neo-Eyes a cover for maybe some kind of satellite that can just fly over an area and drop something, an incendiary device, or some kind of DEW weapon, some kind of directed energy weapon that will, strike a place? Why wouldn't they hide it? I mean, heck, we got space wars going on. We got Chinese and the Russians up there,